Hello and welcome in, welcome back. Pull up a seat, grab some snacks, enjoy your comfy chair. It's time to kick back and relax. Avatar: The Last Airbender, Season 1, Episode 6, titled Imprisoned. And this one is directed by a Star Wars fan's favorite guy, Dave Filoni. Yeah, that's right, the future president of the Star Wars division of Disney. Which still, I hate saying out loud, but he directed this episode, so you know it's going to be an absolute banger of an episode. Just as much of a banger as it is when you hit that like button. Subscribe, because you know I have to give you a full minute worth of conversation before we get into the full breakdown, because YouTube's policies are YouTube's policies, and you have to adhere to them, otherwise your video will basically be shadow banned, or just unable to play, period. But as always, kick back, relax, grab your snacks, welcome into the Sarcastic Geek. Let's have a great time together as we enjoy Avatar: The Last Airbender, titled Imprisoned. Let's get to it.
Great, you're back. What's for dinner?
We've got a few options. First, round nuts, and some kind of oval-shaped nuts, and some rock-shaped nuts that might just be rocks. Dig in.
Seriously, what else you got?
Yeah, Katara is saying what we were all thinking. I don't care how you describe yourself as a food eater. That is not edible. That is not enjoyable. That is not what you want to have. You want to have a full meal, and that's not even enough for me to be considered an appetizers. Although at some of those like Michelin star restaurants, your food portions are like this big. I'm not paying $150 for this.
What was that?
It's coming from over there.
Shouldn't we run away from huge booms, not toward them?
As the Avatar, should probably head in the opposite direction. Realistically, though, I'm 12 and there's a new noise and I have to figure out what it is. So let's run headfirst into trouble again.
An earthbender.
Let's go meet him.
He looks dangerous, so we better approach cautiously.
Hello there. I'm Katara. What's your name?
I understand being antisocial, because me, antisocial person. That might have been overkill on the avoidance of conversations. But at the same time, internally, especially if it's like on a Monday and it's early, or it's like the start of my work week, I get that.
Hey, that guy's gotta be running somewhere. Maybe we're near a village. And I bet that village has a market.
Which means no nuts for dinner.
Hey, I worked hard to get those nuts. Yeah, I hate him too.
Anybody else want to say that's what she said, but like, Sokka's maybe 14, maybe 15? It feels just inappropriate, doesn't it? Just got that stank of, nope. Just walk away. Back to the action.
Where have you been, Haru? You're late. Get started on your chores.
Hey, you're that kid. Why did you run away before?
You must have me confused with some other kid.
No, she doesn't. We saw you earthbending.
Okay. Are we living in some kind of prison state? Because we just said one word and the shutters closed, the doors closed, and I don't know how that lady went from behind the counter to that window that fast. But we need to put her on our track and field team yesterday.
Open up!
Fire Nation, act natural!
What do you want? I've already paid you this week.
The tax just doubled. And we wouldn't want an accident, would we? Fire. It's sometimes so hard to control.
I was joking about the prison state thing. I was joking. We literally are, and this is worst case scenario. But man, this really is driving home just how much the Fire Nation sucks, like unequivocally. It makes Zuko and Iroh look so much more fun and cuddly by comparison. And Zuko is actively trying to capture us. Iroh, I think he's just there for moral support, so no real beef with him right now.
Haru has a gift. Asking him not to earthbend is like asking me not to waterbend. It's a part of who we are.
You don't understand.
I understand that Haru can help you fight back. What can the Fire Nation do to you that they haven't done already?
They could take Haru away, like they took his father.
Yeah, I think she's got you on this one, Katara. I understand the whole, let's enable people, let's make them be the best they can be, because that's great qualities. But until you fully understand somebody's situation, telling them what's best for them, and even if you think you know, do you really? Are you them? Do you know for them? It's a tough call, every time.
My mom said you can sleep here tonight, but you should leave in the morning.
Thanks. I'll make sure Appa doesn't eat all your hay.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. I didn't know about your father.
Honestly, Katara has incredible character. The first thing she does when she realizes she's wrong is apologize. That is the best way forward. You make a mistake, you apologize, and then you correct your behavior, and you just kind of let things be what they will. Everyone's not always going to accept your apology, but at the end of the day, you still put your best foot forward, and that's really all you can control.
Problem is, the only way I can feel close to my father now is when I practice my bending. He taught me everything I know.
See this necklace? My mother gave it to me.
It's beautiful.
I lost my mother in a Fire Nation raid. This necklace is all I have left of her.
It's not enough, is it?
No.
Not to downplay your sadness, Katara, but you're the only one that talks about your mother. Did, like, Sokka, your brother, like, not know her? Or did they not have as deep of a relationship? Because you bring it up every episode, and he's just kind of, well, doing Sokka things.
The mine! I can't.
Please, there's no one around to see you. It's the only way. Haru, you did it!
And that was heroic and all. But doesn't it feel like a little too easy that we had a moment like, you need to practice your bending more to feel at peace with everything that's going on and closer to your father. And now there's a perfect moment to just use our bending that seems kind of scot-free and get out of free card. Like, I don't trust that.
Everyone should get some sleep. We're leaving at dawn.
Dawn? Can't we sleep in for once?
Absolutely not. This village is crawling with Fire Nation troops. If they discover you're here, Aang, we'll be eating fireballs for breakfast. Good night.
I'd rather eat fireballs than nuts.
You know, some of the jokes just kind of write themselves. And Sokka, you kind of walk face first into most of them. So bless you for that. But Katara's got you, like, absolutely dead rights.
That's him! That's the Earthbender!
Old man, what was that about? He saved your life? He put you in a better position, so you sold out a child? Sometimes doing the right thing is the wrong thing.
Haru's mother said they came for him at midnight.
Then it's too late to track him. He's long gone.
We don't need to track him. The Fire Nation is going to take me right to Haru.
And why would they do that?
Because they're going to arrest me for earthbending.
I'm with the two guys on this one. What is your plan? Water is a liquid. Earth is a solid. It'd be awesome for you to be able to be like a dual bender. But as far as I'm aware, the only person who's going over the elements is Aang over there, and well, He's only passing wind currently.
Get out of my way, pipsqueak!
How dare you call me Pipsqueak, you giant-eared cretin?
What did you call me?
A giant-eared cretin! Look at those things! Do herds of animals use them for shade?
You better back off! Seriously, back off.
Sokka would get intentionally hurt. Like, somehow ears are the thing that bothers you. It's like, you have the same ears. You're related. This is a self-burn. And yet, Sokka hurt by this.
I'll show you who's boss! Earthbending style! I said earthbending style!
That lemur! He's earthbending!
No, you idiot, it's the girl!
Oh, of course.
Look, we had the incident with Momo at the beginning of the episode where he was like banging the nut on the rock and made him feel like he was powerful. Now all of a sudden Momo is just out here earthbending. He could be the most powerful character that we have no idea about that's slept on in this series.
Earthbenders, it is my pleasure to welcome you aboard my modest shipyard. I am your warden. I prefer to think of you not as prisoners, but as honored guests. And I hope you come to think of me as your humble and caring host.
Is that George Takei trying to pretend to be a villain right now? Because I think that's genuinely George Takei. So shout out to him. That wasn't actually terrible. I'm going to end it on that note before I butcher the rest of it. Back to the episode.
You will succeed here if you simply abide. What kind of guest dishonors his host by interrupting him?
Insanely good reaction time. I would have had my feet incinerated because, well, I don't move so good when I need to.
You will notice, Earthbenders, that this rig is made entirely of metal. You are miles away from any rock or earth. So, if you have any illusions about employing that brutish savagery that passes for bending among you people, forget them.
All right, George Takei is playing kind of a firebender racist. And by kind of, I mean he is. But my main question is, this is a metal rig designed to be a prison. Do we, like, purposely break things just so we can have them work all day? Or are we having them, like, improve this so it could be, like, some kind of Death Star war weapon thing here? Because, the first one sounds more maniacal, but the second one would actually make sense for the war effort if we're, like, fixing up Fire Nation ships that have been damaged or things of that nature, rather than just, I'm destroying things so you can fix them. And we're going to do it all over again tomorrow because, then it's just insanity.
I came to rescue you.
So, you got yourself arrested?
It was the only way to find you.
You got guts, Katara. I'll give you that. Come on. There's someone I want you to meet. Katara, this is my father, Tyro. Dad, this is Katara.
Are we meeting the parents already? Because we already met Mom, now we met Dad. Like, are y'all, like, trying to date? Or is this just as kids being like, hey, this is my parents. We're, just getting acquainted so we can, hang out and stuff and everything's chill. Because, also, does this imply that, like, there's Earth Kingdom style prisons where, hopefully no one has a shiv? We're all just getting along and silently cussing out the warden. Well, not so silently cussing out the warden.
Ugh.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Ugh.
It's still pretty bad, though.
Tyro, the prisoners are complaining there aren't enough blankets to go around.
I'll talk to the guards. In the meantime, make sure the elderly are taken care of.
Okay, so it's not at least that kind of prison. We're all taking care of each other in a unified, we want to make everything the best of this terrible situation that we can. I like that. Shout out to Tyro.
Earthbenders! You don't know me, but I know of you. Every child in my Water Tribe village was rocked to sleep with stories of the brave Earth Kingdom and the courageous Earthbenders who guard its borders.
Why did we announce ourselves as like a waterbender in the middle of an Earth-style prison when we're surrounded by water? Wouldn't this make us target number 1? And the warden is actually doing his job and listening, so maybe not our best plan, but let's hear her out.
Hearts that will remain unbroken when all rock and stone has eroded away. The time to fight back is now. I can tell you the Avatar has returned. So remember your courage, Earthbenders. Let us fight for our freedom!
Actually, solid speech. 9.5 out of 10 minimum. It is very, very good speech, but also the silence afterwards is as deafening as like when Keira Knightley gave her speech in Pirates of the Caribbean, and people were just like afterwards. It's just at a certain point, people are either just defeated or you gave the speech at the wrong time. Reading the room is a skill, one that I don't have, and while your heart and bravery is very commendable, Katara, I think these people have been broken for a minute.
Your 12 hours are up. Where's Haru? We've got to get out of here.
I can't.
We don't have much time. There are guards everywhere. Get on.
Katara, what's wrong?
I'm not leaving. I'm not giving up on these people.
Oh, don't be difficult now. I understand doing the right thing is saving everybody. But we can't save everybody if we don't save ourselves. Keeping someone on the inside, I get. And I get you feel super responsible for this. Haru is still also a young adult who made his choice. Choices can have consequences. By the end of the day, the true villain is that old man who sold us out.
Tell me exactly what you saw.
Well, sir, it looked like a flying bison.
What?
It was a giant flying buffalo, sir, with an empty saddle.
Which was it? A buffalo or a bison?
I'm not sure what the difference is, but that's not really the point.
Honestly, I don't really know what the difference is either. I'm not even going to try and pretend here to be the intellectual that understands. But, what is the difference?
Decide what the point is, fool. You! Wake up the captain. Search the entire rig.
Sir,
What?
that was the captain you just threw overboard. So,
Then wake up someone I haven't thrown overboard and search the rig.
You just threw the captain overboard. Then basically you put this guy in charge of picking our next captain. Just by the default of, you know what, this is the dude I want to wake up. I hope you got a homie you want to promote, because that's all that's left. This guy, the captain you threw over the ship, that was like a 30-foot drop. That hurt.
If there was just a way to help them help themselves.
For that, they need some kind of earth or some rock. Something they can bend.
But this entire place is made of metal.
No, it's not. Look at the smoke. I bet they're burning coal. In other words, Earth.
So that's our plan. We're going to give them hot coal to throw at the firebenders. Good work.
Kane closed off all the vents except one. When he does his airbending, the coal only has one place to go. Right back here.
there's the intruder!
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Katara, stop! You can't win this fight!
Listen to him well, child. You're one mistake away from dying where you stand.
But we have to risk it to save your guys' life. At a certain point, it's either you just submit or you fight for what you believe is right. And in this show, it's all about the fighting, baby. Story time. I used to work in an above ground mine. And when you got dirty, I mean, like, you had color all over the entirety of your personage. And, you know, being the pasty person that I am, anytime you get any other color on you, it just stuck. Like there were days where I would get some kind of debris on me where I would just be entirely covered in some kind of color of black or red, sometimes orange, and it was just there, and you'd be in the shower just scrubbing for hours. So being able to just sneeze and get it off you, fantastic. Very jealous.
Foolish girl. You thought a few inspirational words and some coal would change these people? Look at these blank, hopeless faces. Their spirits were broken a long time ago.
The human spirit is really what compels you to move forward. The more passionately you believe in something, the more likely you are to be able to get it done. Because you have to have the belief in yourself first that this is what you do and this is what you can do before the thing is done. If your spirit is broken, which is the whole purpose of this prison, servitude is all you've got. If you have your spirit, then you'll be able to try and resist, fight back, and eventually free yourselves the way in which you would like to be, rather than stuck on this raft in the middle of God knows where with George Takei taunting you.
Show no mercy!
The great thing about this is coal is meant to absorb heat. Giving them this kind of material works not only on a logical level, it works in our war level because we have the perfect wall, and then next thing you know, you have extra hot molten rock being shot back at you. As a firebender, this would be your worst day aboard ship. I'd rather be the captain and jump over. I might have better odds that way. There's a hole in my ship. And it looked like they basically formed a perfect Geodude. I don't know how hard it would be to work perfectly in sync with somebody, let alone someone you hadn't seen in 5 years, but shout out to Haru, man. He's holding it down right now.
No, please. I can't swim.
Don't worry. I hear cowards float.
Why would you beg and plead for mercy when you know you don't deserve it? Directly over the ocean. You have broken these people's spirit, or so you thought. And now, consequences mean actions. Actions, consequences. Have a good swim.
I want to thank you for saving me. For saving us.
All it took was a little coal.
It wasn't the coal, Katara. It was you.
Thank you for helping me find my courage, Katara of the Water Tribe.
And talk about becoming a legend overnight. Shout out to Katara. She did the right thing because it was the most difficult thing to do, and she was willing to stick with it because sometimes you gotta be a little stubborn and eventually things start rolling in your favor.
I never thought I'd see him again. I only wish there was some way.
I know. My mother's necklace! It's gone!
I'm just saying that is the most illogical thing I have possibly ever seen. How did he even know it was this general area? How did he end up on the ship? Because we know the ship has all those little wooden spikes all along it, which makes no sense in terms of the fact that you have metal everywhere. Why wouldn't they be made of metal? But anyway, I digress. The fact that Zuko was able to track them down to this extent, I gave him props back in episode, I think, 2, being able to track down the Avatar that dang close. This is insane. If he isn't a hunter, I don't know who is at this point in time. Because unless he gets a super sense of smell, this is the best we're going to get. And that was Avatar Season 1, Episode 6, titled In Prison. And looks like next week is a part 1 of part 2, so you may get 2 episodes in 1. So we'll have a breakdown for that. But as always, hit that like button, be sure to subscribe. And, hey, maybe the 2-parter will be on time, or maybe a day late. Thanks for your patience. I have been the Sarcastic Geek. I'll see y'all in the next one.